Hey there, and welcome to a book haul video. If you're not interested in looking at covers of books and flicking through some pages and seeing what is in this stack, you don't gotta watch any further because that's really all this is about. Um, Earlier today, I went to the United Methodist Church in Annville, Pennsylvania, and picked these up. It was hard covers were $2, and soft cover was $1, so not a bad deal. We'll get into some of what I got here today. All right, first up, we have the Confessions of St. Augustine. St. Augustine is a name that I know of, but I don't know any of his works, any of his writings, or really what he's known for. So should be an interesting read. We have famous books, ancient and medieval, outlines of 108 great works that have shaped modern civilization. I thought this was pretty interesting because of how thin it is, and 108, books and something like that. I figure short little reads, why not? And hopefully it's not written too ancient and too medieval because I'd like to try to understand it. We'll see. All right, the First Americans. This is a history book where it's got some pictures in there. It's pretty neat. I I prefer to get my history out of books, call me old school or whatever, and not hearsay and not on YouTube. Try not to anyways. Yeah, but books aren't always accurate either. Anyways, Crazy Horse and Custer. Names I'm familiar with, but I don't know what happened here. I really don't. I like history, but I'm not the best on it. Okay. Once again, another name that I know of, Aristotle. But I'm not a smart man. I don't know who Aristotle is. Seems like a good read. I want to get into that. We have Gulliver's Travels here. This is I don't know what it's about. I found this in the classic section, classic literature, and it's got the blue pages. It's pretty well worn in the center right here. Somebody loved this book. Yeah, pretty interesting cover. So this appears to be a children's book. The Tale of Pony Twinkleheels. Yeah, it's a heck of a name, Pony Twinkleheels. Maybe that's him right there. Look at him sneaking off. Yeah, I think old children's books have a lot of really great imagery in them, which I enjoy. This one is dated from, I think this is from the 20s, if I believe. Let's see. Yeah, 1921. Really cool book. I like the cover on that a lot. Over here we have The Great Gatsby from Scott Fitzgerald. Haven't read this book yet. I know this was required reading in a lot of schools. Just wasn't required reading for my class, I suppose. They had the soft cover of this book there. I ended up putting that back after I seen the hardcover, so somebody else can enjoy the soft. I just prefer the hard. I think, I don't know. I'm weird. I think hardcover is just more quality books, right? All right, so the Texas Rangers. I think this was a book from the late 50s, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what it's about. By the little hat and revolver, I'd assume it's a Western. This kind of reminds me of like something that'd be sitting on a kid's bookshelf. He was into like playing cowboys and Indians and raising hell. All right, we got this book, The ISIS Apocalypse. This is the history, strategy, and doomsday vision of the Islamic State. Interesting cover going on there. Not much going on in the back. I've been in parts of the world where ISIS was present. That might be an interesting read. All right, we have Black Indians. This is a cool book. It got me by the by the imagery on the front and back. Yeah, some pictures in here too. Pretty cool. Alright, so this is an old dictionary I found. New World Dictionary based on the original Webster. I noticed this one I opened up. It actually came from the Erie Police Department, Erie, PA. It's dated 1934. Pretty neat. And once again, you know, you gotta love that old imagery in these books. Yeah. Okay, last pile going on here. We have Patton. The title of this was interesting. A freewheeling general who conducted his own invasion of Europe. Lots of great pictures in here going on. They're just small little history books. You know, I enjoy these. There was 4 of them that I got. That's what they had. Yeah, Hitler and the SS and Gestapo. I'm not going to flick through these on camera because there are some very graphic images in these, as you can imagine, just in case any children are watching. However, I do believe in history repeating itself, and these are good ones to have, learning from our mistakes. It's kind of a shame in these days. I heard that they don't even teach anything about the Holocaust in schools anymore, and there's people that don't believe it even existed. We live in a topsy-turvy world nowadays. You know, who knows what's up and down anymore. We have the African corpse. Once again, not going to flick through that. All right. This was an interesting one I seen. The Nuclear Express, a political history of the bomb. And we have a book on slavery. What caught my attention on this one, it says the rise of Western civilization to the Renaissance. As you may or may not know, history isn't just Africans coming to the States. There's more to slavery than that. Slavery dates back farther than that, and I'm not saying it's one's more significant than the other, but slavery has always been a thing. It still is a thing. Something to be aware of. Trappers. This kind of got my attention by the book cover going on here. Trappers and Mountain Men. This book came out in the 60s, I believe, and once again, lots of great imagery in here. Pretty cool. And last but not least, we have the Jewish holidays. I'm really not familiar with the Jewish holidays. I've read the New Testament in the Bible. I don't know anything about, I haven't read the Old Testament. So I would imagine in my mind that these are a lot of traditions that have been carried on through the Old Testament, which I would enjoy reading about. Looks like there's a lot going on here. All right, thanks for watching, guys.